Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online. In the last episode, we went about running some odds and ends quests, some basically errands and busy work that several of the NPCs wanted us to do. We're still working on some of that. We also got to our next main scenario quest, which required us to get a new pair of pants. We spent most of the episode trying to obtain said pants through quests, if possible. We could not, so we had to go into town and buy them. Now, I've headed back over here to Red Rooster Stead to go ahead and take care of some of the quests that were given to me here before proceeding on with the main scenario quest, because I just want to knock them out so they get out of my log. So, that is what we're going to work on. Now, just you watch. I'll do these quests, and I'll get another one that will give me the pants that I needed. Alright, sack of fleece, let's grab that. We need to go carry that somewhere. To White Zarin at the Grey Fleet. And we also need to talk to this guy about, Mogram had some little lambs whose fleece was white as snow, but everywhere the little lambs went, lice were sure to go. Now we're stuck with lousy sheep. In the time it takes me to brush one clean, the lice spread to 2 more. I just can't keep up with them myself. But if you could brush 3 shaggy sheep for me, we might be able to wipe out the infestation altogether. Let Mogram know his sheep are in ship shape once you've finished. Lovely. Alright. Let's use the lice comb. The shaggy sheep looks relieved. Okay, we got 3 of these. I think these are the early quests that say, hey, here is how you use an item to complete a quest objective. That sort of thing. You know, no real risk here. It's just the game kind of teaching you how to play it. Alright, Mogram. For an adventurer, you certainly know how to wield a lice comb. As I'm sure you have found, sheep are delicate souls that require delicate care. Truly wonderful wool requires time, love, and tenderness. You must caress their coats ever so gently. Listen to the soft bleating in your ear. Feel the warmth of their breath on your neck. Methinks he likes sheep a little too much. Alright, now what are you going to do? 13 earth shards, okay. Mogram doesn't know what to do about his dodos. Apparently he has dodos as well. They may call it the Red Rooster Stead, but make no mistake, dodos are the birds that keep this stead steady. Those sweet and tender eggs, that succulent meat, so long as you remove a dodoling's poison glands, you're in for some scrumptious and healthy poultry. They're so delicious, I have to remind myself some birds just aren't meant to be caged, or perhaps I don't. Talk to Japan, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and see if we can't return those exquisite creatures to their pen. Alright. Alright, am I ever pleased to see you? I was about to cry foul, but with your help, we can round them up. Ah, the puns. Those dim-witted dodos packed through the fencing and fled the coop. Luckily, they know better than to leave the stead. There are 3 bolting dodos in all. If you spot one, just throw one of these dodo-sized sacks over its head. Once you've caught all the birds, would you mind leaving them in Mogram's care? I need to repair the fencing before we can return them to the enclosure, you see. Alright, well, we'll have... There you are. Empty dodo-sized sack. chocobos. I don't see any dodos in the area, but they could be... Those are wild dodos, so they're still in the stead and not outside. There you are. And there's another one up here. There you are. Alright, I've heard everything. Hand me the dodos. Alright. Oh, my precious darlings, without their poison breath, they're defenseless out in the wild. Daddy Dodo gets so worried. And now my dodos have a mommy. You'll stay around and look after my babies, won't you? At least until they're ripe for slaughter. I don't know about that. Oh, and there's the part of the quest for the housing. I might as well go ahead and do it just to get it out of the way. It's going to sit there and bother me if I don't. Roganlona. What is it, adventure? Ah, yes, the auctions. By order of Admiral herself, Mist and all plots within are to be sold exclusively to adventurers so as to encourage immigration to Limsa Limensa. Why only adventurers, you ask? Practical necessity, really. Limsa Limensa is in dire need of fresh blood, capable, courageous adventurers who will fight her foes and protect her interests. Those who build a home here will have that much more incentive to aid us. That's what man in her place Mist is. I think it's best that you journey... Oh, I clicked. Please direct any other questions you might have to recruit station just past the entrance. Alright, I might actually just take care of that one on my own, because it doesn't really have any pertinence to what we're actually trying to do. What is this? Whack-a-mole. Ah, we need to go kill the moles. There you are. Oh, let me eat this marmot steak. Another hedge mole. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. Alright. That should take care of that. Okay, well that was so easy, it makes me wonder why I spent my life formulating complex solutions to problems rather than merely going around killing things. Nonetheless, I'm afraid it's too late to alter my methods now. I continue to focus on the complex solutions and have you stick around to kill things. What hubris, what arrogance to believe that I, one woman alone, could overcome the unfathomably vast, profound mysteries of nature. With you here, I'm sure we can do it. And you have another quest, apparently. Leather wristbands. Copper wristlets. Alright, Arlona is in a bit of a tight spot. Care to partake in the inexorable march of science? The concoction I'm currently formulating could change horticulture as we know it. Imagine a fluid one could stew over crops to ward off pests. All I need are some ladybugs and someone to squash them. Ladybugs simply cannot resist aphids. Find some all-thick lavender, dab it with a bit of aphid nectar, and they'll come swarming to the slaughter. Okay. I guess that's over there. Beetlejuice. Sprinkle aphid nectar upon all thick lavender and obtain 3 vials of ladybug viscera. Ooh, sounds lovely. Alright, there's the lavender. Aphid nectar. And there's the ladybug. Next. Alright, bug smashed. And let's go turn her in. Return to me once you've collected 3 files. Yeah, I got them. It's elementary, really. Aphids live in fear of ladybugs, and so applying the scent of ladybug blood to our crops is certain to ward off the parasites. We are manipulating the laws of nature. Of course, we could have just let the ladybugs go on defending the crops as always, not squash them for their viscera, but I hardly see the science in that. Oh, really? Alright, let's see. Intelligence or strength and dex? We want strength and dex. Alright. So we want to swap that up. Okay, no further quests here, so we'll just go ahead and turn in this fleece delivery. And then we'll head on to continue working on the main storyline. Just checking. Yeah. Gear durability is good. We don't need to do repairs. Wait, Zarin. Oh, looks like there's another quest over here. A miller with no fleece is an artist with no canvas, a poet with no words, a man with no purpose. Curse that blasted courier. Do the sheep stop growing? Do the sheep stop growing? Does the mill stop churning? What entitles him to rest? Bah, let him count sheep in his bed. The wool is at last mine, and soon the felt shall be wrought. Mwahaha! Alright, flatbread. Both of you have quests. You know what? We're just going to ignore those guys for now. We'll come back if we need them. We're going to head on over to Summerford and turn in that main quest and see what we can do next. Oh, he's up there, right? I always mess that up. Alright, let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you have little trouble getting their attention. Alright, we already have this axe, right? We already have the bronze war axe, so we don't need it. I don't need the leather grimoire or the bronze dagger, so I'm going to take the alec and bronze piece. The only good it's for is selling to vendors for gil, so go ahead and grab that. Alright, Yatsurugi, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. I hope I've read you aright, for I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? We're going to get some eye drops and some potions or ethers. Still, when the owner of farms has a task for a competent adventurer. Yes, okay. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You'll have heard rumors of the abductions. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Liminsa as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure-tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times. The farm hands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work suffering for it. Which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Good lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Song Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Yatsurugi. I wouldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? Alright, that sounds interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look. Where are we talking here? Song Grotto down there. Alright, down there. Let's take a look. Bogies. They are on my hunt log. Alright. Let's kill them and get that EXP. I need 3 of them. Alright. Fortunately, they're not hostile. Alright. Investigate Song Grotto. Stone monument. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. If your level is above 9, we'll be synced. We are at level 9, so we don't need to worry about it. We're going to go ahead and proceed.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Alright, giant Gubu. Let's berserk up. I sense something awry with this creature. Be on your guard, okay? Right now, we're just going to give it a healthy butt kicking and see what happens. Bogeys incoming. I will deal with these. Keep your focus on the battle, leave the tending of wounds to me. Okay, so she'll be healing us if we take damage, which we haven't really yet. Oh, more Gubus. And more bogeys. Use an AoE attack. Alright, duty complete.
Phew!
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
All right. There we go. Nice long cutscene there. We finally meet one of the major characters of the game, Y'shtola. You don't, well, know her name yet, but I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this knife back in to Stalewern and see what we're going to be doing next. See if we eventually find out what that giant crystal is. And what's going on with all of that. Let's see. Some stuff is starting to pick up a little bit of damage. Might as well go ahead and hit the mender real quick while we're here. Repair my gear. Alright, Stalewern. Yatsurugi, right glad I am to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto. I feared I sent you to your death. If you're in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I hate to think you risk your life for naught. Alright, hand with a knife. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farm hands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and sent a madden gooboo on you. The pirates have been adding to their number of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Y'shtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the Aether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. Yeah, my thanks, Yatsurugi. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Alright, let's grab a potion. Alright, and you have another quest. Alright, Stalewern is up in arms as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. Doesn't sound good. That sea sloth Severin and his lot never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stalewern would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Sounds like a plan. Alright, well, we are at the end of the episode here, though, so we'll go ahead and end it here. It's a good stopping point. We'll go ahead and continue working on these quests when we get back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.